How's the form, my dudes? In this video I'm making some Tau inspired terrain for Warhammer or other sci-fi tabletop games. Hope you like it. Any feedback would be much appreciated as well. To start with, I used a plastic pizza box and cut out the centre. Then I cut out some strips of cardboard with one side peeled off for the walls. Onto the first tower. I used an alcohol spray bottle and cut it into shape using a set square and strips of plastic card to get the correct shape. To fill in the large gaps, I used some plastic card and filled in any other holes with sprue glue. The hole was cut off screen and plastic card was sanded to shape off screen. The hole you can see here was filled with a coffee creamer and the neck of a juice carton. The center of the creamer was filled with pen and spray bottle innards. Here I am attaching some gribblies, which are a collection of toy car parts, lighter parts and food packaging. As you can see here, I'm cutting a hole for an antenna made from spray bottle parts and innards. And here some final greeblies made from disposable razor parts and wires. The second and third towers were built in a really similar way. I cut a shampoo bottle up for the rounded sides and filled the centre with foam board and drawer liner sandwich. For greeblies, I started with a Coke bottle neck piece and glued some card to it. I capped the top of the second tower with a zip tie. For the center of the generator, I used a juice bag neck and some super glue caps. For the next greebly, I used a razor cap and I trimmed it off and filled in the center. More razor pieces and some straws were used to finish off the greebling of the two towers. I eyeballed where to cut the pizza box from before and glued it in off screen. Before gluing them in, I traced the outline of the pizza box for adding panels later. Using some display quality foam core, I cut out the base and beveled the edge for later. On the base, I used some disposable cutting board to add mechanical detail to the base. Using the template I mentioned before, I cut out some panels for the towers. Also using EVA, I cut out some strips to cover any mistakes made. To texture the inner walls, I use some EVA foam panels and some food packaging with some interesting details and textures. Adding even more EVA panels for even more detail. As you can see, I'm cutting out the base's sensor for the reason of adding a hatch. The hatch was made from a lid of a peanuts tub with a ring of cardboard as shown before. The door was made from card, which I drew on a custom pattern. After the pattern was cut out, I added some zip tie to add even further detail. I cut out a ring to add even more detail to the hatch, followed by some zip ties for some more intrigue. With all that being done, just glue in the hatch, the ring, and add some gravel for texture outside the ring. Unfortunately, I primed and sprayed the model off screen. When painting gunmetal over white, it usually needs a few coats. Any gaps that were between the ring and the base were filled by a homemade sludge made from paint, PVA glue, and bits of debris. With the gaps filled, the rest of the groundwork was painted in a dark brown colour. With the ground painted, I gave the whole model an oil wash. This ended up being a mistake as I didn't gloss varnish it, causing it to react with a lot of the paint. Frustrated with the oil wash, I stippled on some white to try and bring back some of the colour. Next, I used a dark blue grey to highlight the black panels. Followed by an even lighter grey for edge highlighting and scratch simulation. Unfortunately, me being dozy again, I dry brushed the metallics as silver off screen. The soil was also mostly dry brushed off screen with lighter shades of brown and tan. Also, when dry brushing the soil, I dragged some of the colour onto the walls to simulate weathering. For even further weathering, I dabbed in some green, brown and yellow washes all around the model and just dabbed up the excess. And with that done, I think it's kind of grand, you know. Well, thanks very much for watching. I hope you like what you see. Please like, comment, and hopefully subscribe, please. That'd be great. Thanks very much. Toodaloo.